Hello, my name is Marian. I'm from the blog Miss Mustard Seed, and in this video I'm going to show how I made the box cushions for these outdoor chairs. I was scared of making zippers for a really long time, like years of sewing. I would just use envelope closures on my box cushions. But finally I decided to go ahead and give it a try, and actually it's really easy. I felt a little silly for having not made them sooner. So hopefully this video will give you the courage to go ahead and tackle zippers on your next box cushion project. This could work for sofa cushions, chair cushions, also outdoor cushions, really anything like that, even like dog beds and that kind of thing. So this is just how I make zippers. There might be other ways to do it, but this is how I like to do it, and I'm going to teach you how.
So for this project, you're going to need fabric, a zipper, sharp scissors, a ruler or quilting square, and you'll also need some pins and, of course, a sewing machine. So we're going to cut the zipper to the desired length. In this case, our cushions are 20 inches wide, so we're cutting the zipper to about 22 inches. And I like to open the zipper and also put the little handle on, make sure it zips up properly before I sew everything. So it's just a good idea to do that. And we're going to measure out a piece of fabric that is the same length as the zipper, so 22 inches in this case, and we're making it about 9 inches wide. And the reason why we're doing that is our cushion is 4 inches, and we want to leave plenty of room for seam allowances and also to create a flap that will hide the zipper. And we're just marking it out on the fabric with chalk, but you could also use a pencil or something like that. And then we're going to divide that piece of fabric in half lengthwise and cut it. So one piece of the fabric is going to go on one side of the zipper and the other is going to go on the other side of the zipper. So lay your fabric with the right side facing up and then put the zipper with the right side facing down, if there is a right side of the zipper. And we have the zipper zipped at this point. I would suggest unzipping it so you're only working with one half of the zipper at a time, and you'll see why in just a minute. So we've lined up the raw edges and we're pinning it together. And you can see my sewing machine foot is sort of carrying the zipper along with it, and it was causing a little bit of trouble. So I zipped it up and then kept going, but it'd be better to just take that off. And you're allowing the foot of your sewing machine to follow the edge of the fabric. Then we're going to open that seam that we just sewed and iron it so that it's a nice straight seam. And you can start to see a zipper is taking shape. Now we're going to create a flap to hide the zipper. So we fold over the fabric an inch. The right side of the fabric is facing down, and you're folding it over about an inch and pressing it so it's easier to work with. And then pinning the zipper along the edge of that fabric that you just pressed up. And that's going to create a flap that will hide the zipper once it's closed. And just sewing it on, again, letting the foot of the sewing machine follow the edge of the zipper and the fabric. And then you can put those two halves together, and you can see how you've created this flap to hide the zipper. And now we're putting the fabric that goes to the left and the right side of the zipper and pinning them together. So we're putting the right sides of the fabric together and then pinning the raw edges where we're going to sew. And these pieces of fabric are going to prevent the zipper from, unzipping completely. It's going to hold the zipper on. And this also provides the rest of the fabric that's going to create the edge of the box cushion. So we're pinning those together. This is the other side. We did the left side. This is the right side. Making sure everything's nice and lined up. And as you can see, when you fold it back, then that's going to give you sort of an idea of what it looks like. And then we go to the sewing machine again and sew both of those sides together. Now, when you're going over the zipper, you may need to actually manually wind the sewing machine over it so you don't break a needle on the zipper. My sewing machine is an upholstery machine that's really heavy duty, so it was able to handle it. But you might want to wind it over manually. And then we're going to press the seams open on both sides and then fold them over and press them over so that they go in the same direction as the excess zipper. And doing this just helps sort of minimize the bulk, and it makes it a little bit easier once you start putting the rest of the cushion together. And then we're going to flip it over and iron it again so it's nice and smooth. And again, just creating pieces that are easier to work with. And here's how it looks once it's sewn onto the cushion. As you can see, my sewing is not perfect, but it faces to the back of the cushion, so don't feel like it has to be perfect. I hope this has inspired you to give sewing zippers a try. My asking up here in the world above. I don't know if I believe that's true.
Ugh. Yeah, I know. There you go. Oops. So when I was a kid, I thought I'd always work at Joann's.